Well, of course, it's 6 minutes past 8 a.m. and today is a Tuesday, just one day past yesterday, which was Monday. So I expect people to be actually hyped up for the week, just like I am, just like we are here. Smart Minutes Business, you're the link started to give you information that you did you miss out on a story? Do you know what is happening, what is trending? I mean, we are here to give you business related information. So of course, don't forget that markets on ZAB are going to be open just a few minutes from now, just like 7 minutes from now, and of course from 8:15 a.m. to 3:15 p.m. So those are the working time hours. So definitely from Monday to Friday, you can reach out to Zabo if you dial *29#, and for the prompts. So if you want to invest in government bonds and securities, you can go as low as 15,000, you can earn shillings. As low as 15,000, you can earn shillings. So definitely, and for Zabo is powered by Alltex East Africa, and of course they're telling you to do something new. It's the year 2023, and of course Zabo tells you my money, my future. So except for public holidays and of course weekends, Zabo is operational. Now, of course, as you know, every day, people wake up some people wake up actually in a low mood. You're there preparing for your business, but you have low energy. You do not know you're going to start your day, but don't worry, Smart Minutes Business catch. And of course, we're here to give you motivation to keep your day running. Anyway, let's get into it. BB King right there saying the good thing about learning is that no one can take it away from you. So definitely everything rotates about learning. If you learn, you actually, the thing about learning, you learn, you keep the knowledge to yourself and actually share with other people. So the learning starts from you. Read a book, get time, social media is actually good. It could be a learning block for some people, but then once in a while, read a book. Online, do a little bit of research. You never know the kind of information that you could have. Imagine being in a room of people and you're the only person that has knowledge about something interesting right there. I would want to be one of the people that knows something, a topic that is unique, So definitely invest, learn, and learn. We never get tired of learning. So definitely, if you learn something, it's never taken away from you. You can even die with it. But anyway, I'm not talking about death. But of course, the first one talking about trusting yourself. Do you believe that you can do what it takes? Do you have that? Do you wake up with that energy in the morning and you look at yourself and you're like, wow, girl, I am doing this. I am gonna make the money, the bag. I'm chasing the bag today. The bag is mine today. So definitely, if you're just saying the money, please make sure that you believe in yourself, trust that you can do it, have a plan, whichever boxes that are not ticked, make sure by the end of the month, by the end of the day, you have ticked them and you're up and running. You are going to be unstoppable, trust me, if you trust yourself. So of course, today we're still talking about insurance, and of course right about now I'm joined with Andrew Barije, and of course we're going to be dissecting, but of course insurance is really key important, whether you're in business, whether you're pursuing a career. Come on, you gotta have insurance, health, life, whatever insurance, third party, you need it. So definitely we are going to look at our special social report and see what people have as opinions when it comes to insurance. Do they even know what it is in the first place? Have they really actually benefited from insurance? Have they had their business insured? Let's get into this special report and see people's opinions. Well, of course, as we wait for, to see people's
Now we see, like the case in point there, on March 6th, 2023, APA Insurance Limited was ordered by High Court to pay 82 million Kenyan shillings, that is to Britain Industries Limited. Now, still the same applies to in Nigeria. Last year, insurance companies paid up 46% premium ratio, which indicates that the insurance companies paid out a significant portion of premiums they collected as claims, and that this can be seen as a positive sign of insurance companies fulfilling their obligations to their stakeholders. Now, heading into that incidence of the APA scenario, APA Insurance Limited was ordered to pay the manufacturer 82 million for damages. Now, High Court Alfred Mabea directed the APA Insurance Limited to compensate Britain Industries Limited, a manufacturer of toiletries, furniture and interior decorations, among other items, of course, for general damages after the factory in Nairobi's industrial area was destroyed, that is by fire in 2015. Now, the court had the premises caught fire as employees actually were enjoying an end-of-year party, but the insurer had refused to indemnify the manufacturer, claiming the fire was actually started by arsonists. So they are trying to blame this attack on the manufacturer, so they didn't want to actually clear them, because we've seen incidences where actually insurance companies have to be taken to court to be forced to actually pay the clients they are really working for. So that is a case in point there you can see. Now, still back to APA, that very company which was being ordered to pay 82 million shillings, the same insurance company paid Nandi Maize farmers 12 million Kenyan shillings, that is for crop failure. Now, APA Insurance, in partnership with Kenya Agriculture Insurance startup Paula, paid 12 million, that is Kenyan shillings, to maize farmers in Nandi County. That is for losses incurred during the 2021 season. I remember, actually, that was the time of the pandemic. Now, the payment benefited about 5,647 farmers in the country who were affected by drought last year. And the farmers were mainly engaged, that is in cultivation of the maize that is rallied upon by growers in the region to supplement, that is, their income. Now, APA Insurance made the payment on behalf of Kenya Agriculture Insurance Group. Actually, as we proceed further, we shall be taking a look at the new emergencies that are coming up that need to be insured. So you will see that agriculture risks and, come in that. Now, APA, the insurance is the lead insurer. That is Apollo Agriculture was the client, and now Paula was the service provider in this incident and did risk assessment to determine, that is, the claims for the smallholder farmers as a result of that. The same incidents that happened here at Parkhead, those people were compensated by AIG, the American Imperial Group, for that cause. So, I mean, these are points and scenarios that actually try to point to show you how relevant we need insurance in our day-to-day activities. Like I said, under the new Marine Insurance Act, the Marine Insurance Act, it will be involving that aspect of, if you have an asset like a car, land, it will have to be insured, because it will be acting like an instrument of negotiation at the end of the day.
I believe actually for cars they have to be insured at all costs, really, because I mean everyone is prone to an accident or something, anything. When you're on the road, really, you're at the mercy, of course. So definitely you have to have your cars insured, and cars and health, really important, and of course businesses. Come on. Businesses, really, if you're out there and you do not have any insurance of your business, I don't know. Imagine now that the fires happen, saying you have fire, gutting. Where are you going to get money to rebuild and restructure?
It's going to be quite very hard for you to really...
And people have this thing of that the policies may be a long, the 5 years are long. Come on, really, it's just a click of time. Just you get in a policy and of course agree you're going to be paying for 200,000 a month.
Exactly.
It's okay money for 5 years. That's how much? That's a lot of money, just in case something goes wrong.
Actually, like in Ghana, I saw some complaints amongst the people that, most especially that were paying health insurance, as they say they are paying quite a lot of money, and they don't feel to be like they're benefiting, but they forget one aspect of life that you see. Once the employers know that actually we have this health insurance, it creates a peace of mind in their working environment. And once they have peace of mind in the working environment, that means they're going to be productive. And once they are productive, definitely the company is going to generate much more revenue. So I believe that is quite something very key. Because in South Africa, 90% of the mining companies, I think all companies, it's a policy, they insure their workers, mining companies, health workers.
It's a risky job, really.
It's a very risky job.
Very risky.
And that's why you see it's rich in terms of, they work with vigor, knowing that actually, you see, when I get a problem, I'm going to be helped out by my company because I have the health insurance. So definitely mining activities are going to be boosted up. But still on that notice, we need to understand, as years pass by, things change and new risks emerge. And now today, we also want to take a look at what are those emerging risks that are actually out there that need to be insured across Africa. What are likely the small businesses in Africa are likely to face. Now, of course, we take a look at climate change and natural disasters. Morocco gave us quite a good example, as Africa is vulnerable to effects of climate change, leading to increased frequency and severity of natural disasters such as droughts, floods, hurricanes, and wildfires. Now, of course, insurance products like crop insurance, flood insurance, disaster risk insurance can help mitigate the financial impact on individuals and communities. Now, of course, we see also political instability. Of course, we know very well that some regions in Africa have a history of political instability, which can result in civil unrest. And there is that aspect of property damage, and the risk insurance can be valuable for businesses operating in these areas to protect against that is potential losses. Then there is health epidemics, as you can see there. The emergency of these infectious diseases, most especially Ebola, which has been a big issue in the West Africa, even in our neighboring countries. Congo, even in Uganda, we've had cases. Now, this underscores the need for insurance coverage related to health emergencies. And of course, pandemic insurance and healthcare coverage can be essential. I think the people of Kasanda experienced a lockdown due to that. Now, infrastructure development, rapid urbanization, and infrastructure development in many African countries brings new risks related to construction projects, including delays, cost overruns, and accidents. And now construction insurance and liability coverage are important for managing these risks. Cybersecurity. In Johannesburg, something happened where a company actually, they were hacked. They were hacked and they lost some very important information. This is not a long time ago. I think it was 2016 to 2020, around there. But these companies actually were insured, because we know that as technology adoption increases across Africa, the risk of cyber attacks and data breaches also grows at the same time. And cyber insurance can help businesses safeguard against financial losses and reputational damage at the same time. Environmental liability, there is terrorism and political violence. Certain regions in Africa are prone to terrorism, and some bit of political violence. The terrorism insurance can help businesses and individuals mitigate the risks associated with such events. Now, Uganda has also been on an alert from that after the warnings by the British and American intelligences about terror attacks. So what does that really mean for the foreign investors? So if we can actually put in place what we call the terrorism and political violence related insurance policies, that would be good. Now, agricultural risks, that happened, I think, we've had issues in Mbale happening of that familiar huge landslides coming in. We saw people lose their livestock, as a result of that. Now, supply chain disruptions, we see that global supply chains can disrupt various factors, including transportation challenges as a result of that, and trade disputes. And we know that businesses can actually consider supply chain disruption insurance to mitigate financial losses at the same time. Yeah, so that is how the situation is standing like. The new emerging technologies, the new emerging risks that need to be insured by any business across Africa. Right?
Yeah. Of course, when you look at cybersecurity, it's one of the risk.
Yeah, one of the emerging risks that actually come now.
Mostly now that we are having attacks and people are being hacked every now and again. So definitely businesses, for those that do, those that are into foreign trade and whatever.
Forex
trade. So definitely there is need for that. Agriculture. So every aspect needs insurance. Every aspect. So whether it be health, whether education, whatever, it needs insurance. Mostly for businesses, really.
Yeah.
Mostly.
Why would it actually a business and insurance?
Whether small or medium or large, it needs to be insured.
Yeah.
There is no exception for business people.
Exactly.
Yeah. And of course, 25 minutes past 8 a.m. And of course, don't forget that the markets in Zabu have already opened. The doors are open for you to invest in government bonds, securities. So definitely you can reach out to Zabu if you dial *29 and follow the procedures. So they tell you can invest as low as 15,000 Ghana shillings, and of course they are powered by Alltex East Africa, and of course Monday to Friday they're working days, and of course except for public holidays, which I don't think we're going to have this week. But of course weekends is weekends is the days off for Zabu, and of course you can invest as low as 15,000 Ghana shillings. So definitely, Zabu says, my money, my future. Notice East Africa says to something new is the year 2022. Why not invest in government bond securities? Well, of course, coming up, sports, business and entertainment. Don't go away. We shall be right back.